What's going on, everyone? Austin here, and Formula One is back. All of the cars have officially launched for the 2023 season, and today we're going to be ranking them. We're going to be giving some praise and really trashing on others because there were some really highs and some really lows from this 2023 livery launch that these teams have been doing over the past week. So what we're going to do is a little tier list situation. We're going to S through F tier, and I'll pull up pictures of each livery, go into details, some close-ups, and then we'll give them a rank. Now, we're going to be looking at just how it looks on its own, and then if it's an improvement from last year, because some have really fallen short. Formula One is in the air again. It's finally back. Preseason testing is so soon. So if you like F1 content, you want a whole bunch more, please consider subscribing. There's going to be so much more coming throughout the season. Now, without further ado, let's get into ranking some cars. Okay, so we're going to start off with Aston Martin, and I said it last year, and I'll say it again this year. The green is so sexy on that car. I mean, I think they just chose the perfect thing. Now, that being said, it's not like they do a whole bunch with it and really shake it up. The look of the car, besides the one theme across all these cars, is carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. Carson's flyers. Cabron's fibers. Cars for hire. Crabs on fire.
There's just no doubt about it. Carbon fiber is exposed carbon fiber to save weight has been the theme of every single team's F1 car. So look, the green is incredible. Obviously, a lot of changes to the side pods, a lot of aggressive side pods and dips and everything like that. Also, the front wings have been a lot different this year, but incredibly good looking car. But at the same time, there was no real change to livery itself. So when it comes to this Aston Martin, I'm gonna have to say in the B tier. Look, I love it. It didn't provoke a huge response from me because it's kind of the same, you know? And also Lance Stroll's still driving for them, so you know, like, strong opinions on that guy. But someone was really funny, and it's not mine. I can't remember the clip. I saw it going around like a year or two ago, maybe. Where they're like, Lance Stroll is the most punchable face on the F1 grid. Is very funny. But look at the B, incredible looking car. No change from last year, though. That's my only complaint. I want to see something radical. I want to see something different. Yeah, you know, maybe I'm spoiled because last season's car launches, you know, there were the whole new regulations, so the cars looked, 75% different body styles, and so maybe I'm a little spoiled. But again, keep upping the bar. Don't let them get comfortable. We want good-looking liveries out there. Aston Martin, first team, has a B. Next, we'll switch it up. Let's go with McLaren. Okay, so looking at McLaren, I love the orange. I love that orange is associated with McLaren, just like red is associated with Ferrari. I think that's incredible. I love what they've done with the chrome wheels. You know, that's such a cool sponsor, how they worked all that out. Last season when they really brought on the blue in the car, I was a fan of that too. I think it looked really nice. Obviously this season, look at all this carbon fiber, you know. And basically no team made the carbon fiber cool, you know. They just kind of left it there exposed and tried to add it into places where they thought, oh, look at this like accent that we could put in. But obviously your grille goes up more into the back half of the body, and you know, this is one of those cars that compared to last season, it really provoked no response. I was like, you didn't really change much. In the livery only, you know, style, there's really no substantial difference. I do love the car, though. I'm gonna have to put this below Aston Martin. I'm putting this in C. I just literally no response. I watched the reveal and I thought, okay, well, that's it. You know, there was absolutely no response, and that's not what we're looking for here from these cars. Let's really rag on someone next. Let's really get them. Who should we go with? Oh, but before I do that, I want to know what you guys think of the cars. I want to know your rankings, so please comment them down below. So you could either trash me and tell me how off I am on this, or you know how accurate I am on this. But let's really trash someone. Let's go with AlphaTauri. Oh, guys, come on. That, like, deep navy blue and white is such a sexy, like, color on these cars. I don't know what they were thinking by adding this red. Now, Orlean, I don't care. They, formerly with Alfa Romeo, their title sponsor, but that's no longer the case. So they decided to go and have all these red accents. What are you doing? On the wheel covers, the floor, the wing, the halo. I mean, I think they butchered it. The white and blue is sexy. Maybe you could have added, I don't know, something else somewhere. I will say, you're not seeing too much exposed carbon fiber here. So that's good. Compared to the others, I should say. Compared to the others, you're not seeing as much. But I just think, I think they botched it. On the mirrors, too. I mean, it just doesn't look good. You'll be able to notice the car on the track, which I guess is good. But, come on, guys. Really messed up here. Just for the sake of being harsh, I'm putting this F tier. I think they really botched it. They really botched it. They had such a sleek, fast-looking livery, and then they threw that out the window and started from scratch. So that's my thoughts. Sorry, AlphaTauri. I do like Sonoda, though. Sonoda is he's a funny dude, so I do like Sonoda. Sorry, but the car you're driving in this season is nothing compared to the cars of previous seasons. And take that from someone with no Formula One car experience. So take that as you will. So, we went down. Now let's bring it back up. Let's lift the moods. We're going to go with Alfa Romeo. Now, formerly Orlean, right? But new title sponsor, Stake, the betting company. Yeah, the betting company. So with Stake coming in, ton more money. Shout out Valtteri, one of my favorite drivers, if not my favorite driver on the grid. Favorite team, but favorite driver is probably Valtteri. I love what they did. You want to talk about a switch up from last year? They switched up from last year, and I think it paid off 100%. I think the red and the black contrast, when it comes down to it, just the stark difference from last year. They have a new title sponsor, and they're saying, hey, look, this thing is going to look crazy fast on the track, and I hope it is, because I want the best for Alfa Romeo. I'm really excited to see what they can do. I think that they absolutely knocked it out of the park with this livery. So shout out to you guys. They killed it. I don't even care about the exposed carbon fiber on this livery. I don't even care about it. It just looks good. So this genuinely might be my favorite. It's not. It's not my spoiler alert. It's not my favorite car on the grid, but this is A. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That is an A tier car. It just is. There's nothing anyone could say to get me to switch my mind on that one. Shout out to them. You killed it, Valtteri. I love you. Okay, so we went low, we went high. Now let's go medium. A little Goldilocks situation there. Let's go to Williams. Williams. Ooh, this is another one of those cars. There's no emotional response for me. It's just kind of there. Only cool thing they do is have a battery on the top of their car, which I guess they had last season. People were pointing that out on Twitter. So it's neat, it's clever, it's cool. I like that. But really also no change from last season. It's going to be slow. That's about it. That's the one thing we could tell, They didn't come out with anything new. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the specs or the new regulations. I'm talking strictly how the liveries look, and it's just I'm shaking the mouse in frustration. It's just not doing anything for me. Battery, cool. Everything else, a little lame. The AlphaTauri's blue and white design by itself is phenomenal. So this blue design is not phenomenal. I get it. The history, Williams, it's been blue, but ooh, come on. So this is the same. I'm putting this in the same category as. I gotta go C with this one. Williams is the little guys. You can't be too tough on them, but at the same time, no emotional response. No emotional response. So actually, you can be a little tough on the little guys. I'm going to put them in D. Sorry, guys. Just wasn't doing it for me. Okay, so now we're going to punch above our weight class and go to Red Bull. Yes, Red Bull. Wait, oh, sorry. I think I pulled up a picture of the 2022 Red Bull car. Wait, no, I didn't, because it's the same damn car. You know, there's a saying about the Detroit Lions. This is going to be niche for a lot of you, but it says same damn Lions because they suck. But in this case, they're great, but it's the same damn car. I mean, I get it. That's your thing. You're blue. You're red. You're orange. Sorry, yellow, not orange. But it's the same. I get it. The technical specs, they might be different. Whatever. It's just, it's the same car every year. Every year. So I was severely disappointed. Also, their launch was just incredibly boring. It was just a Ford advertisement. And it was just a bunch of like corporate gobbledygook. This is the Extreme Red Bull Extreme Sports team, and they like it was one of the most boring. Alpine was boring, but this one was one of the most boring car launches out there. So big demerit points for Red Bull. No change. It actually made you kind of sad just sitting through it and waiting. So look, I know I'm gonna get all the Max fans who are real angry about this, okay? But, I got to put this in D as well. It's like, it doesn't look aggressive. I get it, it is. But we're talking just livery. It doesn't look aggressive. It looks so average. It looks boring. I'm putting it in D. They played it safe, and yeah, they're probably going to win this year, to much of my chagrin. But your livery isn't going to win. I'll tell you that much. This is the official world rankings for liveries, and it's not winning. Take that. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Red Bull, yeah, I get it. Max fans can go cry themselves to sleep. But now we're going to look at a real team. Okay, we're looking at Haas. Haas, you want to talk about a redesign? A nice, cool redesign. They got the new MoneyGram sponsor. They're rolling in the cash. Okay. They got an old as hell driver lineup. Shout out to them. And I love it. I think that they did a great job. I think that the more black, I get it. Carbon fiber, whatever. Maybe it's painted, but I think they killed it. The red accents look fast. It works perfectly with the MoneyGram design. The white on top, the nose, the halo, the black body, white lettering of the Haas. I think this they killed it. They did a great job. They were the first ones to release their car, and I think this set a standard that a lot of teams did not live up to. So, and that's coming from Haas, guys. That's coming from Haas. So I'm gonna rank this Haas pretty high up. I think I got to put this Haas. Man, I don't think it's a. You know what it is? It is up there with Alfa Romeo. The two teams who, won't be up there on the grid are up there with the liveries. And you know what? You look good. You don't always race good, but you should. Hoping the best for Haas and Alfa Romeo. Okay, we went back to the top, so now let's go back to the bottom. We got Alpine. Alpine. Very mixed feelings about Alpine. I like their livery better last year. I think the pink, keep it going. That it's so different from anything else on the grid. You got to keep that. I think that is an absolutely incredible color to have on your car. Also the blue and pink, yeah, a little cotton candy thing going on. I respect that. I like that. But this season they introduced a lot of this carbon fiber here, which I get it. Hey, look, you're saving weight. That's cool. But it doesn't look good. I really like their pink livery. That I would give towards the top. But just like last season, that's not what they're going to be racing in, really. They're going to be racing in this hunk of garbage, right? Also, I hope, just side note, I hope Ocon absolutely destroys Gasly. Something about Gasly I don't care for. But I also don't care for this car. I just think, pink, great. If they raced in the pink livery, the mostly pink livery all the time, this would be B or A tier for sure. But because it's this and their change from last season of adding all this just exposed carbon fiber towards the back of the car, I just don't think it worked. So this is one of those ones where I'm going to have to put this. Where am I going to put this? I got to put it in. I thought I was going to give this a lower score. I thought I was going to, but I'm going to put it in B. I think. No, I'm going to put it in C. Sorry, I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to be real harsh on these teams. I think that it's a B by itself, but where they came from last year, they went down. They went backwards. So that you have that. Now we're going to get into some heavy hitters, and we're going to be taking a look at Ferrari. Okay. Now, Ferrari's the team. Ferrari's the boys. I love how last season they went to like their team shirts and everything. I have one. It went to red and black. I thought that was super sick. So the fact that they incorporated a lot of that here with just the carbon fiber, you can tell how much I care about the technicals, whatever the hell this thing is. And, a little bit on the outer side pod here. I think it looks good. Now, I saw it, and I thought, okay, the livery's fairly similar. You still got that annoying shell and Ray-Bans, but, like, it's fairly similar, but like it hasn't kind of always in the past, it still looks good. Biased perspective coming in, but yeah, good job. So this one also didn't spark any super reactions from me, So I think I'm going to end up having to give Ferrari, it's a B or an A. It's a B or an A. I'm going to give it a B. Hear me out. I think it's a B because it's an A by itself. I'm not taking into account the history of Ferrari and all that crap. Okay. It's an A by itself. However, I demoted it to a B because from last year they didn't really do too much in order to, make me excited more about this car than the look of this car than previous years. So I'm going to go, it's a B. Sorry, it's a B. Now look, you'll notice no car is in the S tier. No car is. But that's going to change because now we're taking a look at Mercedes. Yeah, I know. I can't tell you how excited I was when they went back to this black livery. I think they absolutely crushed it. The only thing they're missing is a little more red. This line, this gray line that's above this turquoise, green line, that needs to be red. That would be, it already is the sexiest car on the grid, but that would be even more so. I mean, I never want them to go back to silver. It's just that simple. I think they absolutely nailed it. This green, this black, it's just, this is the best any car will look on the grid this season, hands down. So the last and final car of the grid is going to the S tier. It just is. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the official world rankings for 2023 F1 liveries. Now, if you're still watching this, I appreciate it a lot. I'm sure you have a lot of disagreements with this, so please drop them in the comments. I want to hear about it. Again, a little Formula One. If you like the content, if you like Formula One in general, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world. And thank you so much for watching. And if you disagree with this tier list, because you're wrong. And this is how it should be. Catch you next video.